Road Store Communications.
Yes, sir. My name is Rakish. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing good, buddy. How are you?
Oh, not bad, my friend. I'm looking for high-power CB. You got anything for sale?
What are you looking for?
High-power CB.
Yeah, I got Strikers, I got Galaxies, I got pretty much everything, man. What are you looking for in particular? Anything striking your eye today?
I'm looking for something, that's gonna get me out there. I drive a semi-truck, the 18-wheelers. And
Okay, yeah.
looking for something with, great distance so I can get out like crazy, So what do you have for sale, man?
I got the Strikers. I got them running right now on a Black Friday deal at $370 out the door.
Okay.
I got Galaxy 959s if you're just looking for something basic.
No. I'm looking for the highest power. What do you have with the most?
Like the highest, that's what I run. I run what's called a Striker 655, and it does 100 watts peak. With an antenna, you should be averaging at least 15, 30 miles, if not more.
15, 30 miles, okay, but...
you should be more. You should be a lot more. A lot of my people are talking out of state with it.
Okay, but do you have something maybe 400 or 500 watt power, or do you have a kickers for sale to go with radio?
The only thing they have a Galaxy 98 VHP. It does between 250 to 300 watts, and that runs 640 out the door.
640?
Yeah, 640 out the door. It's a radio, but again, it does almost 300 watts. So.
Okay, I understand. What
the more power you have, the farther you're going to talk. That's the catch,
Yeah, it's no problem. I can plug into, no problem. I can plug a cigarette lighter, right?
No. I don't recommend anything but power to go anywhere to a cigarette lighter. You want to go to your terminals.
Oh,
or to the fuse.
Plug
or to the fuse.
Oh, okay. So maybe how do you run it? 2 cigarette plugs, or how is the best for the batteries? Go to the batteries?
You don't have to do that. You can go to the fuse, a fuse panel, the 20 watt or 20 amp fuse.
Okay, 20 amp fuse. Okay, that's great.
Yeah, you can go right to a 20 amp fuse, and then get your ground. You should be good. If you're allowed to go to the battery, go ahead and run it to the battery if you're allowed.
Yeah, it's my truck, man. It's a brand new 2016 Volvo 780, my friend, and I'm trying to get to see what's the best tuning you can do. What you recommend? Something maybe dead key, maybe 4 watts. How high can you swing it?
I recommend a Striker. That's what I run. And then I run an external amp, like a 4-pill, and I do between 800 to 1,000 watts with a 4-pill.
Okay, well, that's great. That's something that I'm interested in. Something with very good powering. I can go.
Right. Like you would have to add that. That's extra. Like you would have to add the amplifier. Like I don't sell the amplifiers. That's where you'd have to go. Like you would have to go to like Fatboy or exportsamps.com.
Okay.
And then you could order your amp. But basically the radio side I set up so it's amp ready. So basically, if you get the radio, you hook it up and you say, I want more power, and then you can go there and buy an amp and you're set up and ready to go.
Okay, so you said Striker would be best with a 4-kicker, 4 amplifier, right? Okay, and about 800
that's what I recommend.
800 to 1,000 watts, right?
Yep,
Okay.
That's what I recommend.
But what kind of tuning are you doing? I'm wondering because a couple drivers tell me you have different options, the different tunings. What kind of tunings are you offering?
The ones I do is pretty much, it's fully set up just like I would set mine up. Out of the box it does like 35 to 40 watts, and I tune it up to 100 watts. So I tune it completely up. There's nothing else you could possibly do to the radio side.
So how do you do, like, how low, how much dead key, how much swing?
The dead key I usually set on the Strikers, I set at 2 watts from low and 15 watts on high. And it'll still swing from 2 watts to 100 watts.
Okay, swing from 2 watts to 100 watts is very good.
Yep.
Okay, that's much big.
I could drop that down to a half. If you want that to go even lower, I can go down to a half.
No. It need to be set up for. Let's say I want to set up for the 4-pilling.
Right. And that's why I do the 2 and 15 because the 2-pill is perfect. With the 2 watt dead key, a 4-pill will give you a 200 watt dead key and it'll swing 800 to 1,000.
Ooh, that's very nice, man.
And that's a beautiful swing. That's right where you'd want to be.
Can you help me out? I'm also looking for this. You can put music inside the radio, right?
No, not music. Different ratchet beats. Not
Yeah, yeah.
music.
The one I'm looking for goes like da. You know the one from the movie. What they call that? It's when you key up, it's play the music like that.
I know that them guys have like a noise play box that they plug in. It's an actual external box. I've seen a lot of guys on YouTube sell those.
Right.
And it's an external box that plugs in and it
They
plays
have
all in different tones.
they have the external box, but I want to see maybe you can make it put it inside the radio or something.
No, you can't. No, that's all in an external box. I don't know how that guy gets that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've heard it on the air on my Cobra, and it's sounding good, man. And I asked him. He said you can put this music in the radio. You know, they're selling something. Copycat,
yeah, I know they got noise toys. Copycat noise toys?
Yeah, something like that. Can you put in copycat?
Yeah, you can put copycat noise toys and stuff in. Yeah, but you would have to get the what you would want the program in it. I recommend buying an external box so you can put it on any radio.
External box is the best. Okay. Okay,
that's what my honest opinion would be.
So 2 watt dead key swing 200, and what else do you recommend to do for the radio to be performing the best? What do you
just a different microphone, an static 636 or an RK56.
Okay, how
just
much?
Upgrade mics.
How much for RK56 you got sale price?
I got them on sale right now at $30.
Oh, that's a good price, man. $30 is not expensive. So how much?
So that's like that would be $400 total with today's special.
$400 total, okay, today's special. Okay, and what I was going to ask, how long before you can get it to my house?
Everything that orders today. I mean, of course, post office, everybody's closed today. Nothing's shipping out until Tuesday.
Right, Tuesday nobody's
shipping. So nothing's shipping out. Yeah, nobody's shipping out until Tuesday. I'll ship everything out. As far as I know right now, everything's going out the door Tuesday. You should have it within 2 to 3 days from me.
Okay.
So after I ship it Tuesday, you should have it like Thursday, Friday of next week, and it should be to your door.
Okay, my friend. Well, let me then talk to my wife, and I have to tell her, you know, what I'm planning to do here. And if she says, okay, no problem, I'm calling right now. And I'll put order for you, and you take care of me, and please make sure everything is top notch, right? And
yep. And if you go with the striker, think of what you want in the display.
Right,
I can put up to 8 letters.
Right.
8 letters, like your name or your handle.
Yeah,
think of 8 letters you want in your radio.
Yeah, I want to. My name's Rakish, and it's nice. But can you tell me the watts? Those watts are those peacock watts or what bird watts are we talking about? 100 watts.
Yeah, they're peaked. Yeah, it's 100 peaked.
Oh, the peacock watts. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, peacock watts.
How much?
RMS.
How
RMS is like 45 to 50, 55 RMS.
Okay, 45 to 50. But don't you combine those birds together somehow? How do you guys do this? Why is two different watts?
The way watts work is like RMS is what birds is, and birds with a peak meter kit. So basically, what RMS is root mean squared. So it's 3.14, which is root mean squared. So basically, you would take your peak watts and divide that by 3.14, and that's your RMS watts. And you take your RMS watts and you times it by 3.14, and that's your peak watts.
But why do they come up with this kind of stupidity, man? When you can just have one.
I don't know, man. That's the way I do it.
It's confusing.
That's why I always tell people peak. You know, it's nice to know because if I warranty you on my radio forever.
Right.
Like say you get the radio and you blow it up. I know that if you think it's got problems, I tell you to ship it back to me. I can put it on my meters, and I know if it's not doing 100 watts, something happened. You know what I'm saying? Like mine's, I look at meters as a reference point.
Right.
You know, it's one of the things that it's just a reference. That's all it is.
Okay,
you know, I can hook up a set of birds and they read different.
Right.
You know, it's.
Why some CB shops I go to here at Truck Stops? That's why I'm calling professional shop. You're a professional shop, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I work right out of the way I do mine is I work right out of the house too, man.
No problem. Do you have this TV you put on the table, and you have this TV and it's showing some kind of a line going up and down? What they're calling those things? I see a couple of CB shops have it, and some.
The oscilloscope.
Yeah, and so you
the oscilloscope. Yeah, you got the oscilloscope, and that's made. I mean, the oscilloscope's nice if you're looking for real clean audio.
Right.
I mean, if you're looking for real clean, but the thing is you can't max out the oscilloscope watts to gain your power. Because if you max out oscilloscope watts and just go for 100%, all you're doing is measuring your modulation.
Right.
So basically, all you're doing is peaking it for 100% modulation. Your watts are going to be like 20 or 30 watts.
Okay. How much modulation
So
does a radio when you set up for me? How much modulation?
Oh, it's 100. I always set mine at 100%.
So 100%. So
Yep.
so
Yep, you're full
you
blast,
set
man.
it on
It's loud.
you set it on the scalioscopy, right?
Yeah. All
So
that's already set, man.
and
Yeah,
what-
I do all my stuff, man. I peak it out to 100. So if it flat tops a little bit, if the mic gain's all the way open, it will flat top on you.
Right.
If it's all the way open,
But no,
you know.
that's
But if you cut
not-
it back to like 12, 1 o'clock, it's my reports. I run the exact same radio,
Right.
and my reports are always loud and clear. That's the reports I get from my customers.
That's the
loud
way you
and
want
clear.
it. Well, you know why I'm asking is because this guy, one time I asked you got the Stevie and stuff like that. He goes, what, scopy? He goes, man, you don't need that bullshit. You know, you just need a meter and ears. You know, you can hear and
Right.
that's just waste of your money. You know, the mumbo jumbo kind of stuff. You know, but I'm saying,
Right.
well, okay, no problem. So you got TVs, you got everything, oscilloscopy, everything. So you're a good shop. You know what you're doing.
Right.
How long
Right,
you doing
right.
this, my
Yeah.
friend?
I've been doing it since I was 11 or 12, and I'm 32 now, so about 20
32.
years.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're still young, man. You're still got long
Yes,
ways
sir.
to go to live, man.
Yes,
But
sir. Yes, sir.
you know, but hey, you have to do what you have to do. You know, make money and feed family, and then that's what you specialize in. You know, I'm over here in the truck stop, man, and these mud ducks over here, man. They excuse me my language. Sometimes, you know, I'm 47 years old and. These cocksuckers over here, every time I try to talk on this Cobra 29, they talk over me, you know. So I need something when I push the button, everybody go away, you know.
Yeah, you might not even need an amp. If you're talking on a Cobra 29 now, that striker is like 30 times a Cobra 29.
Oh, it is? So I can can go, everybody calm the fuck down, I'm talking right now. Okay, man, that's good, good. See, that's the problem, man. Everybody...
My radios are loud.
Yeah,
like, not only is my radio's got the power, but my radios are loud. So when you say it, you say it with force.
That's
you know?
right.
So it's kind of one of the things that...
Scream like, you know, this one guy, one time, he pissed me off. I tell him, listen here, Cupcake, I will hit you so hard, Google, Yahoo, Bing, AOL, nobody gonna look at that shithead of yours. And he's smiling, he said, you sound like a mud duck. What is this thing, mud duck, man? What is the mud duck?
It's just somebody that's stuck in the mud, like you just don't really have a lot of power. You know how you get them real weak stations you hear out there?
Right.
You hear that big radio key up and they just smash all over them?
Right.
Well, the guy you just smashed all over is the mud duck. That's going to be what you're doing to everybody else. You're going to be a mud duck.
So
right now you probably are a mud duck because you're running probably a stock Cobra 29 doing 4 watts. So,
that's
probably
a
a mud duck.
very old one, man. It's a rusty, man. I turn the knob and it make all kinds of sounds. But yeah, man, I don't want to be a mud duck, man. That's not good, man.
Don't want to be a mud duck.
No,
don't want to be
man.
a mud duck.
But you know what is the problem with these guys out here? Some guys have good radios, you know. You can hear loud, proud talk, you know, 30, 40, 50 miles. They have this monkey-made 75,000 watt antennas, man. They're good antennas. Do you sell these too?
The monkey-made?
Yeah.
I usually sell the Predator 10K.
How much for Predatoring 10K?
The Predator runs 115 out the door.
Okay, that's very nice too, man. I can think about this. And what your coax? What your best coax you got?
It really depends on how much power you're going to run. See, that's where I like to run what's called RT8X. It's clear.
Right.
So that way you can see if it starts to turn green, you know to change it.
Oh,
but
so
if you're running...
You can tell if it's bad or good by looking through
by looking at the coax and the jacket. The jacket's like normally copper.
Right.
So if you start to see it change green, you know to change your coax. You know, it won't be long before you will have to change it.
Oh,
Or, you know, they got the, you know, if you're running like over like 2,000 watts, that's when you want to go with the thick stuff, the size of your thumb.
That's right.
You know, and that's just... You know, that's kind of one of them things that just depends on your power.
You
know?
have to, man, because the voicing and the inside of the cabling, it make a rupture, you know, something cause a problem over there. My truck maybe die down, you know. I can't have this kind of problem when I'm driving down the road making money, man. But that's okay,
exactly.
man. With what I get from you, I just have to tell this woman of mine, she's been pissing me off. I kept telling her, I need to buy a radio. Why you have to buy a radio? You have to buy this, you have to buy this. I tell her, shut up, stupid. I have to because I'm over here, you're sitting in home, you know, she's not doing anything, she watching TV, driving nice car, and I'm over here like a mud duck, man. I don't want to be a mud duck, man. No more mud ducks, man.
So you don't want to be a mud duck.
No.
So yeah, I'm running this sale through today. So, you know, anytime tonight or whatever, when you
yes,
get it,
I just called the stupid bitch right now. I tell her I need to buy radio right now. And trust me, man, I want to get rid of her. She's just pissing me off, man. But I'm sorry about this, man. You're having family and it's happy Thanksgiving for you, man. And I call you tonight, man. I'll let you know everything.
Okay, bud. Yeah,
okay.
Anytime, bud. Just give me a call back, man.
All right,
Thank you.
man. Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy.
Thanks for doing business, man. Have a good one, buddy.
You're welcome, boss. Bye.